Hello out to all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending your time and your ear listening to another Gamer's Thoughts discussion. And this time I'm going to be talking about something that I'm a little bit confused about, to be honest. I guess information has leaked about GTA 6 potentially having a female protagonist. And, I mean, people are getting mad about that for some reason, or sounding mad about that, or seeming mad about that, which to me is kind of weird, especially because if you've ever played the original Grand Theft Auto, the second game, and I think there was the third game that was actually made in the series was based in London, but it was like in the 1960s or something like that. All of those had female characters you could play with that were main characters. It's just that once it went 3D, we never got a female lead again. So, for me, I'm just like, are there people honestly upset about this? Why? Why are there people upset about this? That's what's confusing to me. Because I said before, Grand Theft Auto had playable female characters before. At least all the top-down ones did. So I am just so lost on this concept. Like, completely lost on this. Because it just doesn't make any sense to me. And it's not like female leads in games are new. Even though gaming media and mainstream media now try to present it as if there weren't a whole bunch of female leads in games in the first place. There always have been. So, yeah. But even with all that aside, it's just like, are y'all really upset that there's potentially a female lead in Grand Theft Auto? Even if you don't count the top-down games, there has been at least one important female character in every Grand Theft Auto game since it went 3D. Even if they weren't playable, there were female characters in the game that were actually important to the plot of the game. I swear, this is one of those things where if you don't particularly know the history of something and you got in on it late and you're only enjoying it late and then new stuff comes in which isn't really new, you kind of look simple and silly. But even if it was a new concept, even if it was a whole brand new concept, it's still stupid to be mad about there being a female character in Grand Theft Auto. I mean, let's be real. I don't remember hearing about anybody being mad that there was a female lead in Saints Row. Or that you could be a female lead in Saints Row. So what difference does it make? Why is it such a big deal? And there are plenty of other games with female leads in them. Some even made by Rockstar and Take-Two. So I'm like, what's the issue here? Is this just something everybody's being mad about, or is this just something people are memeing the hell out of? Or are we legit having people mad about the gender of a character in a video game? This is just getting monotonous. Some things I understand people getting upset over. This is not one of them. It's not the worst thing in the world for you to have a female lead character in a Grand Theft Auto game. And it's not going to hurt the franchise in any way, shape, or form, because all of the people that are complaining are still going to go out and buy the damn game. So are we going to start boycotting Grand Theft Auto to make it the best-selling Grand Theft Auto in history? Beyond 5, because 5 was released on like 8 different platforms and re-released on one of them a couple different times. It's honestly just getting to the point where it's extremely pointless and almost even petty to just flip out over stuff like this. Like, give yourself even a chance to see what the game is about before you start getting agitated. Like, and I mean, if they're sticking to the usual formula with Grand Theft Auto, then it's still going to be a game that people are going to enjoy, and it's likely going to tie to GTA Online. So, I really am just confused by people's idiocy at this point. Like, genuinely. Because it just seems like anything to get mad over is something to get mad over. Even when that anything is completely nothing. And yeah, I do understand there's people have certain passions about certain things, or they have a particular stance on something. But if you've been a gamer for a long period of time, for any reason, you've played video games with all sorts of different types of main characters. I know there is a staple of one particular type that everybody's getting tired of seeing a lot, but there's still a variety of different types of main characters. And if GTA wants to branch out and give you a female lead character, again, which really isn't even branching out because the original top-down games had female characters you could play with, what is the big deal? I mean, I'm hoping that I just saw the wrong things, and maybe what I was seeing was overstatements and people being, just extra. But I'm severely doubting that was the case. All it takes is a little bit of thought and sometimes a little bit of research. And people would be very quiet about some of these things. But because I don't want to keep everybody, and I'm not trying to rant about this, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. So thank you guys very much for listening, and keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out, everybody.